Hey, peace, sister. I saw your comments. You had some great comments. I saw you're a member of Sigma Gamma Rho. I'm looking at your ritual book. I'm going to break down some terms and definitions that might not have been broken down at the time that you were pledged. In your very first paragraph, it says that you kneel before a presiding officer. The Bible tells us not to kneel. We're not supposed to kneel or bow down to anybody, to no man. All right. And then place both hands on the Bible, which is another form of swearing, which we're not supposed to do as well. And repeat the pledge led by the officer. Now, a pledge, the definition of pledge given in Black's Law Dictionary 11th edition is a formal promise or undertaking, an oath. So again, the Bible tells us not to swear any oaths. This is just another term for an oath. They don't want to say oath, but it's very much so synonymous. We're not supposed to swear oaths. We're supposed to let our yea be yea and let our nay be nay. And this one's even more interesting to me. It says that the act of providing something as a security for a debt or obligation. So the act of providing something pretty much as a surety for a particular obligation. So what is it that you guys are actually pledging? So in your ritual, again, I'm only in the first paragraph. It says, "I pledge myself." So you've given yourself over. And in the scriptures, it says that we have no authority to give ourselves over, that we already are a living sacrifice for Jesus Christ. So you cannot pledge something that is not yours, but you've pledged yourself to this sorority to be true to its code. The definition of code in Black's Law Dictionary, again, I'm in the 11th edition. And the reason I'm in Black's Law is because this is a world-renowned legal book, because we're dealing with legal principalities and jurisdictions here. All right. This whole walk is about, are you under God or under Satan? You can't be under both. One can't serve two masters. So the definition of code says a systematic collection or revision of laws, rules, or regulations. So this is your sorority's law. And we as believers are subject to keeping God's law, statutes, and his commandments, which we're seeing already there's a conflict in interest, because he says, do not pledge yourself, do not give yourself over to something because you don't have authority over yourself. Your bodies are not your own. Do not swear any oaths. Pledge, again, is a synonym for oath. You're just changing out one word for the other. And when I kept searching, I came across this. It says, "To thee only, Sigma Gamma Rho, I pledge my life." Once again, your life is not your own. And who is Sigma Gamma Rho? It's clearly some sort of entity or principality. I know it's masked as an organization, but as I've stated in my previous videos, each one of these organizations has some sort of Greek god, Greek principality over it. And I've heard that Sigma Gamma Rho is Ma'at. So I'm pledging Sigma Gamma Rho, my life, my best efforts, and cooperation. In thee, I pin my faith, hope, and trust. The scriptures talks about putting your faith in the Messiah. And this is why we say that you cannot serve two masters. Your words, it's the things that you're saying that are contradicting the words in the scripture. So when you're like, I serve, and I don't remember you saying this, but I've seen people say, I serve Jesus Christ. I am a believer. But then you speak, your tongue says things otherwise. And this is what the Most High is going to be paying attention to on Judgment Day, is what were the deeds of your heart? What's the fruit that you're putting out? If you're pledging yourself over to these false, pretty much religions, because a lot of them have chaplains, a lot of them have prayers and hymns and altars and temples. And again, like I said, I didn't see it in Sigma Gamma Rho, which is very interesting because I saw a lot of it in Kappa Alpha Psi. And I'm going to say one more thing before I get out of here, is that I know that what took place happened in Omega Psi Phi. However, that is one organization linked under the National Pan-Hellenic Council, which Sigma Gamma Rho is also yoked to. We're not supposed to be unequally yoked, right? So a lot of people that are saying, no, this only took place in Omegas, call out the Omegas. That's not it. That's like saying, oh, I played for the Houston Rockets and, something took place on the Los Angeles Lakers. So that's only them. But the way that everybody else sees it is, no, that's the NBA. You're talking about the league. You guys are the Divine Nine. I'm looking at the National Panhellenic Council website, and it calls you guys the Divine Nine and lists all of you all together. So even if you think that you're only yoked to Sigma Gamma Rho, unfortunately, that's not true. You're also linked to these other organizations as well. By being linked to Sigma Gamma Rho is linked to the National Panhellenic Council, which is linked to all of the different Greek organizations. Same way as I listed earlier, the Houston Rockets is linked to the NBA, which is also linked to all of these other organizations. The Lakers, the Hawks, the Jazz, etc. So that's all I'm going to say. I pray the Father continues to open up your eyes. I believe that, you're coming from a good place. You didn't come at me crazy. So, yeah, all praise to the Most High.